I'm just going to save these right quick. I think if you take the underwear off of her, or I thought you could do that. Here, hold on, let me see. Let me undo that. I guess not. Maybe you can make it just invisible. Yeah. You can probably make it invisible to take it off. But for now, this is fine because this is how we want it to look in here anyway. Moving forward. I think we can add her other stuff in here too. Normal map. Let's see what this makes it look like. It should make it look better. Or not better because it already looks good, but it should make it look a little bit different. So this is the normal map. And then the R was what? Is that the roughness? I think that's our roughness map. Let's hit save. Save and close this window. And then let's look at what it looks like with this updated texture on it. Let's go to play in a new window. Let's maximize this. All right, there's our character. Looks cool. Looks awesome. All right. Well, there's our character. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so hope you guys learned something new. We were able to get our character updated and in the engine with clothes on now. If you want to go back and have a version with and without clothes, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. I think we overwrote what the export file was, but let's do a version with and without clothes right quick. I think that's going to be fast. If we go back into, let's go back into Maya. Let's go back here. Let's go to export skeletal meshes again. We still have it open. So if you didn't have Maya open, open up Maya and then go back to ARTv2 and load in. Let me click on it right quick once it's done loading. It's going to be ARTv2 and you want to go to edit rig. Edit rig will take you back to this screen that we have right here. This was the Maya that we had open where we were doing our export from. As you can see, everything is still open. The export skeletal meshes. What I'm doing right now is I re-clicked on that button so that it can get the mesh back to what it was. We're going to export a version that doesn't have the underwear on so that when we're doing our tests, we can see one with and one without the underwear. Because I don't think it's going to let you take it off since we updated the FBX for it to be that way. I thought it was going to split it off. Normally it splits off everything if it's separate, but I think that's only if you export it separately, which is what we can do. We can just export that separately and export the mesh. So then when we're inside of the scene, we can make a character BP and then load that in together. That's probably what we want to do, and then we load in the clothes as you know, an additional mesh inside of our character blueprint. So let's leave this how it is, but let's select our root and all our joints, and then just select the base mesh. And so we will export selected, and we will export this as rig, but we're going to say rig naked. And then we'll do export selection. All right. And now we'll do the same thing, but we'll only select the close. And we'll do export selection close. Or underwear. Keep it consistent, since that's what it is. All right. So now let's go back into our Unreal project. And we should be able to bring in it's going to use the same textures, but we should be able to bring in the version that we just created. So navigate to where your files are in the Windows Explorer. And then I want you to go to where our rig folder is, and we're going to just drag those into the scene. It shouldn't overwrite anything. If anything, it should just, it's going to probably ask you what rig you want to use, and we can just select our base female mesh rig, which is fine. It's just going to be a different mesh. So that should work fine. So go back to File. We're back over here. So in your Windows Explorer, so go to File, Base Mesh, Export. We want naked and underwear, and we want to bring those in. There we go. And it's going to ask us, and yes, it's the base female mesh skeleton. Import all. Yeah, that's what you want. Import all. It should not bring in a duplicated textures. That would be silly, because it's going to use the same textures. It did not. Okay, good. It just brought in the naked version and then the close. So that's fine. We got that same thing before. So now we have our clothed version, which is our normal one right here, and we have our naked one. I see. But here's our naked one, but it doesn't have the animation on it. And then here's our outfit. So yeah, we're going to want to make a character BP. Blueprint class, actor. We could do just an actor for now, because we're not setting up anything else. So with this, we should be able to add components, static mesh, skeletal mesh. So now we can bring in our base female rig. We want to bring in the one that's naked. Excuse me, I just scratched my nose. So we have our naked one in here. There's no anim class yet. We can set up the idle to be that. But what I want to show you was, if we bring in, we should be able to bring in another skeletal mesh. And then this one is going to be the clothes. So the underwear, right? This one and this one. And then we just have to make sure they both use the same anim class. Yeah. So we'll do compile, save, and then we'll do, let's move this over here. And we probably want this to be not an actor, but something else. But I just want to show you how we can get the clothes on there. But if we do animation blueprint, we're going to use our female mesh skeleton. We're just going to say ABP just do idle for now. Oh, we could do a 1D though. We'll just do idle for now. And then in here, we're just gonna bring in our asset browser, the idle animation, put that in there like that. Compile, save, close. I'm sorry if I'm going fast. I'm gonna teach this in another video. I just want to show you, if you want to follow along with this too, I just want to show you how quickly you can export each piece out instead of having it where it's always there, the PC version or the PG-13 version. But if you want to use the version where it's naked and then you add the clothes how you want, this is how you would do it. And then you can go here and bring in, what do we call this? Oh, ABP idle, there you go. So you're going to bring in idle for that one, and you want to go back here and put idle on for that one. And then compile, save. And then you want to just bring this in. And then there's the character with the clothes. Or you can go back in here and delete that. Compile, save. And there she is without the clothes. So it all depends how you want to set it up. But now you have your naked version and your other version in here. There you go. They're both in there. Pretty cool. All right. So now that we have that in there, that's awesome. Everything worked as expected, which is good. Make sure you save your files. Make sure you save what we just exported, because we're going to be using those same characters as we move forward with working on animation stuff. I hope you guys learned something new. That was awesome. See you soon.